Hello, this is Core Real Thoughts. So, Donald Trump is asking for this is going to be about the All Eyes on Me trailer. So this, I said earlier that I was going to speak onto this, but the All Eyes on Me movie, I haven't seen it, so this is not necessarily a review, nor am I trying to attack this as to try to distract people from going. But I just want to voice out my concern and my thoughts on All Eyes on Me, the movie, the portrayal of Tupac, and what Jada Pinket had to say about the movie. And also I want to speak also on the the president, y'all president, the president of the United States is demanding Assatta Shakur to be extradited back to America, and also called her a cop killer all in the same time. Philando Castillo, who was murdered live on Facebook, the whole world has seen it. Got the whole world as a witness, seen this man get murdered, but the officer who killed him is acquitted. You know what I'm saying? So we want to get into it. We're going to get into it. This is going to be, I'm not going to try to make this long, so just bear with me while I try to get all my thoughts out on this. So first off, All Eyes on Me, this is not a attack on the movie itself, because I haven't seen it. I don't know if it's good or not. But I'm not as excited as everyone was to see it, and a lot of people aren't excited to see it. And solely because I knew right before Philando Shakur passed away, she wasn't, she didn't like the movie. She stated there were a lot of people who say that she, like people closest to Pac, like his personal family members and cousins, and been speaking out against the movie, saying that it's not a great portrayal of Tupac or will uphold his legacy. So, at knowing that, it kind of gave me a pause on the All Eyes on Me movie. And then when I saw the Breakfast Club interview of Benny Boom and L.T. Hutton, and they were talking, L.T. Hutton speak to, but also Jada Pinket had something to say about the movie. Jada Pinket went on Twitter today, and she called out the movie of its inaccuracies about her relationship with Tupac. And it's curious because not only Philando Shakur didn't approve of the way they were portraying his relationships with certain people, and the people that were closest to his life, whether out in public promoting this movie, like it seemed like mostly industry people was pretty much promoting this movie. So it kind of gave me a red flag there. So when Jada Pinket went on Twitter and she stated that the inaccuracies of even her interactions with Pac and her friendship and the camaraderie they had, like they grew up together, to even that. Then also I've been reading a couple of reviews of the movie. It's not in too good flattering light of the movie. So you got that going on. We're going on with this movie. This movie is supposed to uphold and build to people, the legacy of Pac. Hold on to the legacy of Pac. And I ain't saying, I'm more interested, like they should do. I'm waiting for if you're gonna do a biopic on a figure, on a legendary figure, like people hold Pac in high hopes and ideas, about Pac. So, a lot of people gonna have what they want to think about it and what they say about it, but at the same time, if you're gonna do that, you gotta do it right. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do it right. You can't half-ass it. So even when the trailer came out, I was like, this doesn't look that great. You know what I'm saying? The guy, yes, Demetrius Shipp Jr., he looks like Pac, and certain times he may even sound like Pac, I guess. But it's more than just, casting somebody that look like Pac. You got to be able to bring the essence of Pac, and that's really, I don't think they are going to really find that. But they can also do a better job with it. Like, look at Malcolm X and Denzel Washington. Spike Lee, Malcolm X. You can look at even the Kennedy movie, even Selma. Like, they actually captured the passion of the man. They captured his motivations, his intentions. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pac was a revolutionary. Pac was about as revolutionary as you can think of Bob Marley. They supposed to be working on a Bob Marley pick. So if they were to do the same thing with Bob Marley, what they did with this movie, that's going to look totally kind of bad, and going to have a lot of people be like, what is this? So of course, Jada Pinket-Smith has, the right to be like, nah, this ain't right. I feel some type of way about it. She have every right to feel some type of way, because she have an actual strong history with Pac. Like, they grew up together. They were like really close friends. So, that's not surprising. So after that, you got Donald Trump going on. I don't even know where he said it is at. He said that, Assatta Shakur is a cop killer, but at the same time, Philando Castillo is not getting justice for being murdered live on, live. Like, literally live. He got killed live on Facebook in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy, this country, man, and all this happening under Tupac Shakur birthday. All this controversy all under Tupac Shakur birthday. See, there's a thing in the Richer culture, in the Yoruba culture, spiritual practices. They say when a person passes away, you're supposed to give them at least a year before you start calling out their name, and you're doing that so they're transitioning to the afterlife and transitioning to to heaven, if you will, go a lot smoother, and they can actually get there. And if you don't do that, you kind of throw them off track, because it's another, throw them off track to get in the journey to heaven. You end up throwing them off track, and it will reflect in the land. It will reflect in the presence of this person's life after death. So if you thinking about Tupac, all this controversy, you got Funk Flex talking shit. You got everybody kind of, trying to have a right to claim to Tupac's name and his music, his legacy, his icon, trying to, capitalize off of it. It's going to cause a rift every time. You dig what I'm saying? So that's just a theory that I have out there. That's probably why you're seeing so much of this, all this Tupac slander. Is Tupac Shakur, gay, and all these different things about Tupac Shakur, and then the Shakur name attached with it, everything around it is kind of coming to fruition, where we got Assatta Shakur getting, and it just so happened that they acquitted and announced it today on Tupac's birthday that Philando Castillo murderer is acquitted. Then on top of that, you got the Donald Trump calling out for Assatta Shakur to be extradited and calling her a cop killer. It's very curious. You know what I'm saying? It's very curious, and it's in some way it's kind of spiritual things that's happening here. You dig what I'm saying? And that's not that may be the case. That's just me throwing my own theories and suspicion out there with it. But it's really interesting. See, this is the thing, man. We gotta be able to tell our story. See, that's another big issue I had with All Eyez on Me. Not only was it written well, because I believe the movie probably wasn't written well. Even I could tell from the trailer and some of the clips that it had, it doesn't seem authentic. It didn't seem powerful. You dig what I'm saying? 'Cause Pac was a powerful figure. Like, this movie should have been on a Malcolm X level. On the Spike Lee Malcolm X level. Great. You dig what I'm saying? I think I'm more excited to see Black Panther than I am to this. And they didn't give me no dialogue in it. And And I think if they would have did it that way, it'd probably been a little better. But at the same time, the Phoenix Shakur wasn't rocking with the movie. Also, you have Jada Pinket-Smith. I'm not saying that she don't rock with the movie at all, but she give a lot of people be like, you know what, nah. If she ain't fucking with it, people who were close, like, how can you not consult with the people that's closest to Tupac, like Mo Preem or Matula Shakur, and then talk to the people that was, or even I forget the lady name that was helping him out in Oakland, that kind of gave him a place to stay. Like, you get a more full-rounded understanding of Pac if you watch, like, Tupac Resurrection or one of any of those documentaries. You get more full-rounded perspective of who Tupac was. It's like it's a lot of record out there for them to do a great Tupac movie. So I think they try to just rush the story, which, I've been fine. They waited 6 more years before a Pop movie. You know what I'm saying? It was really, there was no rush. What they were trying to do is push out this movie to get capitalized money off of it. Because since the rights of Tupac music is leaving from the estate and going in the hands of someone else who got the rights of it. So they were trying to hurry up and get the movie out there before that. And also they trying to hurry up and make another movie to encompass Death Row and all that. They trying to bring a trilogy that they spoke on the Breakfast Club. And it's like, so y'all really doing this just for the money. Y'all not doing this trying to make money off of Tupac's name, and not necessarily trying to, give a strong narrative about the man. You dig what I'm saying? So that's what I think they probably did with the movie. That's just my theory and suspicion. Am I going to see it? I think I'll eventually see it. I don't know when. I ain't about to rush to the theaters to see it or nothing. But the whole thing with Assatta Shakur and Donald Trump, it just, all of it is just interesting. It's very interesting. You know what I'm saying? You also have this whole theory about Philando Castillo, and then you got Kendrick Johnson case. It's so much things going on. But yo, tell me what y'all think about All Eyez on Me, what Jada Pinket had to say, what Phoenix Shakur felt about the movie. About Donald Trump wanted to extradite Phoenix Shakur, Assatta Shakur from Cuba. Also, what you think about the Philando Castillo? Don't let the conversation stop here. Let's continue to build. Let's continue to build, and let's continue this conversation. Keep pushing the conversation forward and turn it into some action, turn it into some progression, and also a positivity to push back out there to our young kids out here. So thank y'all for listening. Hit that like button, comment, share, subscribe, and until next time, catch y'all on next week Wednesday on the MothersHouse Podcast. Peace.